Okay, I'm back again. Hopefully, people. Oh, that's probably why they sent that update. Let me see something. So I appreciate whoever thumbs up the particular live stream. Hey, let's get a conversation going. Matter of fact, it's still gonna be the same one as before, but since I had to update and since it wasn't sending out notifications, hopefully we can get some people in here. So let me just kick back. Who's within the stream? They ain't sending out no notifications. I guess the update didn't mean nothing, nothing at all. I'm gonna end up pulling this down and using the last one for tomorrow morning, since they ain't letting nobody come in. This is crazy. All kind of platforms on YouTube getting all kind of notifications sent out to their subscribers, but me. I got over 100,000 of them, and they still don't care. See, it shows 3 people in the chat and just waiting for someone to speak up. Like I said, I'm experiencing technical issues as usual. You know, I guess, you know, people are falling into this one. That means definitely I'm going to do a live in the morning, since, you know, they're messing with who can actually get the notifications in this particular one that I put up for the second time. Hey, I appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate that, even though, you know, this is not jumping off like I thought it would, but, you know, hopefully y'all enjoy, you know, the video with the living legend called Bread. You know, you'll see more content coming from him in the near coming future. So who's all out there? You know, it shows so many, but who's out there giving me the thumbs up of appreciation? If this thing ends up, you know, jumping off, oh, what's going on, Choice? We could get a conversation going. I think I might say the conversation that I had planned for tonight for tomorrow morning in the AM, since they're up here messing with my particular live. Okay, I appreciate that, Choice. Coolin'. Hey, did you get to check out Living Legend? The little short clip I loaded with Living Legend. Someone new, a family member knew that I'm gonna have added to Too Cool to Come to speak on certain topics that, you know, people love to hear. I see the numbers are jumping up. They jumping up and jumping down. You know, hopefully they ain't, you know, up there spinning you around with them crop circles, you know. Matter of fact, the live I did this morning, you know, was acting funny too. So I don't know. Maybe it's just something about this day. Maybe it's something about this full moon we're experiencing. I don't know. Cool Holiday, what's going on with you? I don't think I ever seen you come in this chat before, unless you done renamed your channel or something. I know that happens ever so often. So what do anybody that is within this particular chat live stream, what do you want to discuss? Because I had a topic, you know, at hand that I wanted to run with, but, you know, since now, you know, I had to pull that down because they was essentially freezing it. You know, I guess I made this an official freestyle, even though it says tech issues. I'll probably change that later on, either in the morning or later on tonight or something like that. Who knows? If anybody wants to call in, just say, hey, Reek, let me post a hotline number so I could call, you know, dial in or something like that, if you see fit to, you know, do so. And if you like this particular live stream, even though it hasn't really got the jumping, you know, hit the like. If you subscribe, hit the subscribe. If you haven't did either of those, you know, hit the you know, the share, you know, on whatever platform you may be, Facebook, Twitter, what's it, Tumblr, what's the other platforms? I don't know if you can really share it on Pinterest, but Reddit, whatever other platforms that you may be on, go ahead and share it. Even though on those particular platforms they kind of hate and try not to spread what you're spreading, hey, it's worth it. Like I said, when I do live streams, it's usually for the people. So whatever topic that you want to run with or talk about, I'll let you come in. You said let's build it up real quick. Building. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Let some people come in before I really drop that hotline down. Yeah, they do call it hate speech. That's what they do. Figure Mr. Farrakhan, he's not on YouTube anymore. They won't let none of his new sermons go up. I mean, I think it's probably other people that post it, but for him having his own platform, they eliminated that. Matter of fact, I think they eliminated him on Twitter too. I'm not sure about Facebook, but I'm quite sure they did that too. So we're in a day and age of people that are speaking their truths and things that resonate. They don't want the melanated to communicate on that level. Now, if it's about some drama, that stuff will fly all day. But when it comes to waking you up and getting you off of this programming, no, they ain't for any of that. Yeah, it's I won't even say this. Just think of people that subscribe to any kind of platform that talks against something. They don't want anybody speaking against the system. That's why they got so many. Think about it. A lot of people ran away from cable and things like that and stopped watching and stopped paying cable bills because they rather find something more entertaining. When YouTube was kind of new. But now all those particular platforms are running over to YouTube right now. And they're giving them all the fake views. Oh, people was really loving watching all this programming. I don't watch any of that. But they can have so many content talking about all kind of wild things, cursing and everything, because they're paying them kickbacks to do that. When a regular creator, that someone you may know locally, may know from state to state, even across the globe, they don't want certain people flying and people flocking to them, because it's like we can't control that. We can't put blocks on them. Yeah, that's true. Anything with positive in it, they don't like it. Like I said, you see drama all day fly. Let the news say, oh, this done happen, and it's some drama. Then everybody's going to be repeating their aspect of the drama. Now, I appreciate the new people that come in here, new people, old people, that haven't been on in a while, I remember when Livestream first really came to YouTube. I'm like, man, I don't even know if I really like to do that. I'm so used to just doing videos and running like that. But these lives I like them because you get to interact with people that enjoy your content that you do post, and you can get their perspective. Like, Rick, you need to be, maybe you should try this, or could you try this, or could you interview this person or something like that. That gives me actual input versus think about the old way is the chat room. Like, let me type this. I like that video. You did this in it. I mean, that's still cool. But with these live streams, you can either do that, add the comments within the chat, or you can be like, if it gets enough people in here that wants to interact, I'll throw the hotline up, and then we can back and forth dialogue about whatever is on your mind, or whatever I done made as the topic. Yeah, you talking about Living Legend? Yeah, he's if that's who you're talking about, he's that's just a little tidbit. If I just sat up and had a real longer conversation with him, you really enjoy the content. I mean, he been wanting to be put on for a minute. I just haven't we haven't we're all in motion within this life, and getting some set aside time down to really dialogue with somebody that it's kind of hard sometimes. But I'm gonna make sure to try to lock in some more content. Matter of fact, I was telling Street Rich TV earlier that I was gonna reach out to my OG partner from Memphis and try to plug him on, because he got some hella stories that will resonate, and the shit's funny as hell too. So I gotta that'll probably be my little work assignment tomorrow or something like that. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh, all right. Y'all conversating. All right. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I probably do tomorrow. Try to reach out and try to get a location on my partner to have him as well. But it's showing 8 people. It's only showing actually 2 people that done said something. So who's the other people that's out there? That's what I'm really wondering. Oh, you said you heard the video that I'm talking about? Yeah, the living, because living legend actually, like I said, when I first put him on, I titled it under Kilroy, because that's also one of his street names he goes by. But he more so wants to play the yeah, the Kilroy. He wants to play the living legend title because Kilroy is more on some you know, combat type shit. He don't want to talk about the combat. He want to go more so for the finesse. I'm glad you tuned in. I'm glad you tuned in. Hey, I appreciate that. Hopefully, you know, it could be more than just you and Choice, you know, talking back and forth. You know, hopefully the other people that's laying dormant can come through and say something. You know, if you're on my side, hit that thumbs up. And I appreciate that thumbs up so far. Like I said, I mean, the numbers are building. I mean, you know, as long as they ain't really playing with the notifications going on. Matter of fact, this is what's crazy. They sent me a notification for my own live stream, but when I went to go check my email, it went to spam. So I guess since I was talking about, you know, the notifications going to spam, they sent my notification for my own live to spam. That's crazy. That lets you know they're hating right from the gate. And what's so crazy, really ain't nobody you can complain to, because you know, you send messages to certain people where they're supposed to respond to you, but you know, they only respond to certain choice people. You know, I mean, come on, this is did by design. It's not by accident. It's by design. You know. All right, let me plug you in real quick. I could do choice like that because I got this number personally. Let me see. Where is it at? I do not know. I heard from her earlier. I guess she said she wants to do one with Shad coming up soon. So I'm gonna, you know, see what's up with Shad and see if they can make that happen. I'm hitting your line right now.
The voicemail box of 2.
Your line is busy, Choice. I try to hit it and it ain't letting me go through. Let me try it again. Maybe you was on a horn or something. Try it again.
You have reached the voice.
Oh, you charging? Okay. Well, as soon as your joint get done charging, you know, just let me know. And like I said, anybody else out there, you know, I'll plug you in. 9 people so far. Who goes there? Yeah, I know you hear Choice, but who's the other people? I see, you know, it's Coop Holiday, but who's the other people? It shows it's so many other people out there. Okay, what's going down, Benny? What's up with you? What you want to discuss? Like I said, the one I wanted to do before they shot it down. Okay, you ready now? Let me plug you back in. Let me see.
do what it do, man.
What it do, Choice?
Man, coolin', man. Chiming in with you, bro. You already know.
All right. That's what's up. But yeah, you said you caught the Living Legend little joint.
Yeah, I checked out Sir Kilroy, man. He was on there putting it down.
Okay.
He was on there putting it down, holding it down.
Huh.
And I stayed going in the archives, you know what I mean? Algorithms, they popping archives up for me, so I see them, I just chime in for them, you know what I mean? You see the ones I be commenting on,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I be seeing that too. A lot of people be telling me that, just like you said, like it'll go way back to the old joints. It won't really send nothing really recent. It'll go back to the old Lions Dens I done had and all kinds of videos.
For sure. And then I plugged with my brother, man, so I had to go ahead and bring him on there. He don't really mess with the YouTube too much, man. I told him, hey, man, go ahead and chime on into YouTube, man. You know what I mean? So that's my dude, you know what I mean?
Okay. What?
He ain't no fool, you know what I mean? He ain't no troll, you know what I mean?
You talking about Coop Holiday?
Yep.
Yeah, because I see we got Benny Azor up in here too. He said, just maintaining. What's going on with you? Matter of fact, where you out of, Benny? Like I said, well, I'll say it like this, like Choice, suggested, we get a few more people in here. I'll drop that hotline number in there, and we could add some people to the call. We get a topic going.
Where Will is at, man? Working hard?
Yeah, I want to say the last time I talked to him, he said he was getting that R&R because he been, trying to get his roof situation out the way. So.
Oh, okay.
But he said he been catching the replays.
We all got our lives, man. We all got our, bag to get and everything we got to do, man. But we'll be chopping it up, man.
Yeah.
That's my dude. Not that ain't nobody else my dude, but Will is, like he be talking about some old Alabama shit. You know what I mean? Like some old Alabama shit, cuz
yeah, Will's good people, Like I said, y'all be holding it down, the one that y'all did before they try to, block it. I guess that was too strong of content for we can't let them go through and talk about this person that done got murdered from the hands of people that are supposed to protect and serve and things like that. We can't let that be translated.
Race soldiers. I call them race soldiers.
Right. Now, Benny said he's out of Georgia, and he said, I think you should push the original message regardless of the obstacles.
I think you should too, man. Shit.
Yeah.
I'm showing 3, but you say you showing 8.
Shoot, now it's showing 10. But if you get out of it and come back in it, then it'll probably update. It's like, it's slow to update.
Doing too much, man.
Right.
God.
They act like, we can't, we don't got that technology. If I go in other people's lives, it'd be at like 1,000 people.
I got out of it. It said it got removed.
Which one?
This one. Oh, okay. No, I got to go into tech issues.
Yeah, the tech issues. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not, man. Who out there, man? Holler at us, man. Chime in. Say hello.
Right.
Man, y'all on some garbage. Yeah, now I got 9.
Right. Yeah, hopefully, the tech issues, a lot of people got that one, but when I updated it, it made it where I couldn't get back in there, so I ended up having to delete that one off because it was showing like it was live on both of them. So that's how they try to divert the people.
They didn't want you to go live tonight, huh?
Right, they didn't want me to go live this morning. I went live this morning, they didn't want it.
Yeah, man, I couldn't chime in. I heard it though.
Yeah.
I heard it though. Chopping up with Rich. You know what I mean?
Right.
Rich say he want to get on and do some extras, some new shit. You know what I mean? Right.
Yeah, but essentially, how I was telling them like, yeah, that sounds good, but you got to go on with someone that that been on kind of longer. So either you or Williams. You know what I'm saying? someone that I know is I can really trust to head that thing up
Right.
like that.
Exactly. Exactly. So we got 10 now. We at 10.
Right. Now what's going on? We at 10. Come on, speak on it. Let me resurrect the topic that they wouldn't let me put up. Matter of fact, I probably relabel that topic that they wouldn't let go up. You got to talk for yours or get nothing at all. Opportunities, a simple conversation could put you in a position to get things that you want out of life.
Capitalize.
But a lot of people, they figure, oh, this is gonna fall in my lap. No, you got to put yourself in the position to, get what you want.
It'd be nice for it to fall in your lap, but it ain't gonna fall in our lap.
Right.
Ain't nothing set up for it to fall in our lap.
Right.
My melanated folks, nah. That don't mean they ain't engineered right. You know what I mean? It's been engineered a whole certain way, man. You know that.
I definitely do.
It's been engineered a whole certain way, man.
Mm-hmm.
400 plus years of effery, then yeah, it's been engineered a whole certain way, man.
Right.
You got scientists and doctors and doctorates and engineers and everything else, man. There's some whole other.
Right. Now showing 11. What's going on, 11? 11 people out there. What's
man,
up with
coming
you?
in and don't nobody want to chime in. Hey, at least speak, man.
Right.
Say what's up to the boss, man. Say what's up to me. Say you out there, man. Talk about what you talking about. Man, it ain't that serious.
Right. I mean, I know probably some people are used to coming in lives where you see the person rubbing in their eyes or adjusting their hats and all that. This ain't like that.
Like watching it.
We do the dialogue here. It's about whatever, the topic may be, whichever way we may go in the chat. Okay, Bird 1. He said, "What's up, fellas?" Okay, we're getting
cooling, brother.
We getting some different people up in here. That's a good thing. Where you calling out of, or where you out of, Bird 1? So we got Georgia. We got well, we know you across the way, Choice. You over there in the Wisconsin thing. But yeah, okay, Boston. That's cool.
Boston. Oh wow. All the way over.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Hey, that's new to the channel though. We ain't had no Boston in here.
Oh, we had Boston.
That I done seen.
Yeah, it's been one. I forget the brother's name, but is another brother that call out of Boston. Not too often, but he do.
I'm finna go back in and see where we're really at. We at 11.
11. What was I gonna say? Yeah. So essentially about the original message. Yeah. I look at it like this. I got the living legend coming in. I might have another female that can cover the game. Not Lisa Smith, an actual female that could cover the that particular aspect of the game. She'll come in. So
okay.
So
we growing in.
Yeah.
We growing in.
Matter of fact, she goes
like Rich said.
She goes state to state for hers and everything. She's solo dolo, so I think she'd be a good person to have on to talk about that particular angle.
Bonafide and certified, huh?
Yes.
Hey, I ain't mad at it.
She's a revenue retriever.
Go get extraordinaire.
Right. So if any of y'all, go ahead.
Go ahead, Rick.
No, go ahead.
Rick.
Go ahead.
No, what's the topic again? I'm gonna go and chime in on topic, man. Everybody wants to go in on topic, so.
Yeah, I said you gotta talk. You gotta talk for yours or get nothing at all.
Oh man, closed mouths don't get fed, man.
Right.
Closed mouths don't get fed. Period. Point blank.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you can't. And man, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like I said, fam, if you ain't hungry, you ain't gonna eat. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times you can be from the bottom, and you know what I mean, and shit, you gotta want to get to the top. You can't just eat and just stay on the bottom. You know what I mean, and maintain.
Right.
You know what I mean? You gotta really want it. You know, you gotta really think you can have it though. That's what me and my guy was just talking about. You know what I mean? Like it ain't just want it. You gotta man, you gotta want it like you breathe. You know, you gotta want it like you want to keep living.
Right.
When it's us, you know, it ain't the same for everybody else. It ain't the same for everybody else, but for us, man, you gotta want it like you want to get off life support type shit. You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
Like you in the hospital bed and you want to get off life support. So I gotta get my lungs to this level. I gotta breathe at this certain rate for these folks gonna let me up out of here and get me off this oxygen. Let me, you know what I mean? Like you gotta want it like that.
Right. Yeah, I'll just look at it like so many people think, like, yeah, every now and then you do get things handed to you, in small fashions, but those bigger things you gotta, put yourself in the mix to, really, get that. Just like how you making the analogy being in a hospital. They're telling you, yeah, you ain't gonna be able to walk. So it's essentially you gotta show and prove, like, man, I want, when it comes to, therapy time, I'm gonna be putting in my extras, to, try to put that one foot in front of the other one, even though you probably been so comfortable every other day of your life before whatever situation hits you, to, take that for granted. Now you got to, realign yourself to, get back on your square,
You gotta be willing to fall on your face.
Right. Yeah, so many, they get so discouraged and just figure, I ain't gonna do that. I'll just wait till something comes along, like it's like you miss one bus, another one just come, and you'll be straight. But ever so often,
life ain't like that. Life ain't like that.
Yeah.
In my city, buses stop running at a whole certain time.
Right.
24/7.
Right.
So you miss it, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's a wrap. Your ass walking.
And let's not even get to, depending on what age range you in, you don't want to be like that. You get in your late 40s, pushing early 50s, opportunities really start drying up for you. So if you're you're a youngster, you in your 20s, you just leaving out your teens, this is the time to be about your business and get all your ducks aligned. All opportunities that's available to you, you better take them, and do something with them.
Indeed. We got Blur One, we got Benny. Who all here to chime in, man? Say something, man. Chime in.
Yeah, I see the numbers is dropping up and down. I'm like, man, there ain't no drama in here. I think I'm gonna leave out.
That's what they want, though.
That's true.
Let's talk about that, man. You know what I mean? This ain't that, though. You know what I mean? This ain't that. This is iron shot design, man. You know what I mean? Like I was telling Buddy, man, it's gonna be the few to save the masses, man. Either you want to be with the masses or you don't. Either you cut for it or you ain't. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Either you cut for it or you ain't, man. Shit. Some motherfuckers about that, man. Some folks ain't trying to go for the okie doke or the trick bag. Some folks tired of the okie doke and the trick bag.
Right.
Shit.
We see that game ran every day.
And it's old though, man. And it's old. Okay, Ben, man, we see my nigga. Hey, shit, we finna post up, man. You can come call in, chime in, man. Hey, we just cool, man. We just cool.
Yeah, let me Let me give it that old college try, you know. I put that
Mm-hmm.
hotline number up there and see if anybody bites on
I'm already thinking, being able to chime in.
it. Let me see. Man, I hate I don't got this joint memorized yet. In due time, it'll happen. Okay, let me see.
See, my bro left. He was talking about going on to town though, so I feel him.
Right.
So I decided, man, let me go and get fresh, hit the town. You know what I mean? But he subscribes. And he probably gonna be chiming in, man.
Okay, that's what's up. I appreciate you, you know, sending that out.
Each one teach one, man. We just chopping it up, and I was telling, hey, man, my boy Rick coming in at 11, man. I'm gonna go mess with him. You know what I mean? And I'm like, look, man, woo. He ain't even had a tool. He downloaded. You know what I mean? Like, I said, hey, go ahead and do that, man. Not, you know what I mean? I'm pressing forward with my own thing, but hey, like I said, ain't nothing to take away from what I already been rocking with, man. You know, real cats do real things, man, every day, all day. That's all we know.
Right.
I done learned a lot of knowledge, a lot of game, you know what I mean? A whole bunch of things from this channel, man. And I appreciate you, man. You know what I mean? Period. Just like that, man. Not ego stroking, not nothing, man. Cause you know, you from the same creed I'm from, man. We all we got, man.
Right.
And it's few. It's few and far, man. You know what I mean? It's crazy that cats don't want to be themselves and don't want to stand for nothing. Don't want to, you know what I mean? Like everybody want to go with the flow. But I'm black pill. You know what I mean? I ain't going for the kickback. I ain't going for the extra. Nah, man. It ain't about that. When you really understand what's going on out here, man, you peep it. Either you want to do something about it, or you just want to be in the middle and not say nothing. Or, well, I mean, everybody pick their path, man.
That's true. I think, you know, the more time moves on and ahead and the way, you know, these changes are coming, it's going to force people to wake up. You ain't going to be able to continue that same old route you thought you was going to be able to run. You know, the playbook is changing. You know, you got to run some audibles in this bitch.
Hail Mary.
Uh.
I'm a Hail Mary. Gotta go for it all, goddammit. And that might be what it takes, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, as life, man, time changes everything, man, in my opinion.
That's true.
Benny said he's not in a position to speak too liberally right now. Okay.
Yeah, that's understandable. You know, you may got people around you that you don't want to be in your business about whatever you're trying to do. So I feel that.
I'm gonna guess he might be at the gig.
Right.
So,
what's he got going on over there? Who are you talking to? You're calling a radio program. What is that?
That's why I couldn't mess with the with Lisa Smith last one. You know what I mean? I couldn't. I was on the plantation, handling my business. I was still chiming in on the low though.
Now, what you think with the angle that Rich came with on this morning about, you know, essentially talking about how the more you talk about it, the more you bring that negative in.
That's I don't know, man. That's like 50-50. That's like 50-50.
True.
You know, it might draw more negative, but at the same time, it might reject negative at the same time. It just depends on people in the YouTube world type. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Like we can't control nobody else's platform, man. You know, that's it. That's all. We're just in the mix trying to get in where we fit in. Like,
but what I pulled out of it is
essentially like saying, because Lisa Smith came on Friday again, essentially voicing her opinion on how she was treated on that last particular live she did. You know what I'm saying?
Miss Lisa did that though. Miss Lisa did that though. I'm just saying, in my opinion, Miss Lisa, if you listen on the replay or whatever, you did that. 2P got it, oh the spicy, oh the biscuit, you did that though. I was dying. I was at the plant dying, man. Oh my God. She did that though. For real. Like she wasn't wrong. She came with timestamps and facts, like she said. True. And then, hey, she ain't got nothing to say about the deal, and that's what it is. You know. No offense, no hate, no nothing, man. But look like a snake, slide like a snake. Gotta be a snake, man. Right. Then she said he sound like Buddy, old Buddy from back in the past. Could be. Yeah. I don't know if it is or not. But oh man, don't try to revamp nothing, man. Switch your name up, start over. Don't do that, man. Ain't nobody got time for that, man. Right. Real talk. I forgot Buddy's name. Y'all was saying who he was, but it might be. Otherwise, he might just be an agent. Cause whatever. Yeah, but then how? Be 65 talking about you 35. Come on, man. Who does that? Why? Right. Ain't no reason for that. But then how Rich peeped that, he's like, man, I think that dude's saying his words. I'm like, yeah, could be that too. Yeah, on some Mason shit. Right? That's what you're talking about? Yep. That's what I'm talking about. I was kind of peeping that too, but I was just like, wow, I don't know. It's so much that didn't add up, man. It just didn't add up. Like, and then I think I posted the comment, man, well, look like you just going to have to stay in the comments, man. Right. For right now. Until some shake or, the sun comes out or something. I mean, and if you really want to rock the channel, that's just what it is. That's where you at. Ain't nobody really spoke talking about, nah, he wasn't wrong. Then let him back in and let him get back on. Period. Including me, no hate. But, like Lisa said, you came in this joint with a disdain for women. I agree with her. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you a secretary. You ain't have to say that. You did not have to say that, bro. You know what I mean? Like, so that, it is what it is, man. And I'll say it like this, because if you listen to the follow-up video that I had after that, the Lions Den, a good point was made from Ken, essentially saying if a person had respect for me, they will respect the people that are on my platform, not have disrespect. So that means you have disrespect for me too. All day. Hey, I was raised with giving people the benefit of the doubt. But if you burn your own benefit of the doubt in the dough, and then I'm new to it, but I've been following you for 2 years, which one is it? Because now I'm confused, man. I'm confused like a bitch, man. Right. I'm confused like a bitch right now. You just said you've been following me, but now I'm new to it. You got to teach me. And come on, man. This ain't even adding up. Right. And 0.1 and 0.2 ain't adding up, man. 2 plus 2 is 4. You talking about it's 3. Right. You talking about it's 4.5. No, it ain't. No, hell no. And it's apparent that you're a grown man. You just don't know the exact age you are, but it's apparent you're grown. So I shouldn't have to teach you anything. And it's also apparent you ain't 35. Right. Because you went silent in a village at that point. You ain't had nothing to say at all at that. You was just crickets. You was talking cash money shit, and then you was just straight crickets. Hey, come on, man. If you were 100, okay, well, look, man, really, no, I'm not, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. That's what you should have did. Right. But you shouldn't have came in off top disrespectful if you don't feel some type of way about women. And she said that. You know what I mean? Like, and she said that.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. She said that. Like, you got mommy issues. Who hurt you? Like,
Right.
man, I was dying the whole time.
Yeah, she
Whole
was
hour and
killing
a
it.
half. Lisa went on at 9:30 and got off whenever she got. Man, I was fucking dying the whole time.
Hmm.
You know. And then you steady trying to be on what you want, but if you ain't sincere, anybody from the streets, man, anybody that know nothing, anybody been through nothing, no sugar from salt, man.
Right.
Period. Don't come to your channel acting like most of us who here regs that rock with you don't know sugar from salt, fam.
Right.
Stop. Like it's like you insulting our intelligence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And she brought timestamps and facts and kind of effed you up.
Huh.
Fall back in the comments and maybe you might can come back. Maybe it ain't my channel.
Yeah.
But you didn't. You know what I mean? You steady trying to clean something up, man. Don't own up, man up, as they say.
Right.
Own up and man up, and let it be that. If you get a chance to come back, come back. Otherwise, man, move around.
Right.
Move around. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, ain't nobody really spoke up and said, oh, woo this, woo that. Everybody, me myself, I don't know, man. I'm with you. Seem like an ace.
Right.
If it's a cat from the past that already got blocked, it might be.
Mm-hmm.
But if you really, you know who you say you is, fall back, stay consistent, have some manners, don't be ass cocky, then you might can get back on. Otherwise, hey, like I said, I would have booted you in the door. It wouldn't even went there. Because you was going way too far with the whale shit. When you got 4, 5 other cats talking about the whale don't make no sense.
Right.
It just don't. And then Lisa broke it down further. Whale ain't gonna fit in no size pool. So what you talking about? For real, what you talking about? In reality, your whole metaphor don't even make sense.
Right.
At any rate, I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that, though. You know, so. But ain't nobody really rocking with him like that, man. Not Rich, not me, not Low. Low been kind of missing, but not Cadillac, not nobody.
Yeah,
you know
not
like,
even Dre Chili, because he even broke into it too.
Not James Keel, nobody, nah, man. Like we got a whole little small limited number of females on platform, man. Like you can't come in the door with some ignorance like that, man. Like I said, man. In real life, you come in the crib trying to disrespect the female. Anybody that got nuts finna beat you up. That's
Right.
it. Period, point blank.
Mm-hmm.
And if we ain't nice, you might end up in ICU or you might end up in the backyard in a hole somewhere. From where I'm from, with no sticks.
Well, like
You know what I mean?
like the OG said, OG Red Fox said, he said, your hat will make it to the hospital before you do.
Already. We still got 9, but ain't nobody saying nothing.
Right,
man.
that's crazy. I know everybody can't just. I'm like,
ain't nothing new.
I'm like, man.
Ain't nothing new though. This what it is. We probably got baby girl out there from last time. I forgot her name, but she was in there. She was chiming in. She ain't call in though.
Right.
Like, the hotline up. Don't be scared to call in, man. Ain't nobody going. This ain't that. This ain't no other channel. Like people be so finicky about stuff, man.
Right. Like I said, when people aware the number, scroll through the chat, just run your finger up through it, you'll see it. It'll say Tukudakan, call in, hotline number. You know, I don't want to say it over the thing because I pull it out after these lives go down. I don't want people to be hitting the line after the live stream is over. Like, okay, you calling the hotline now for why? It's over with.
Right. So at any rate, off topic, while we try to see if somebody gonna chime in. Because if don't nobody chime in, Rick gonna get his ass off here. That's
Right.
how you do. You end up getting that leg ball.
No, you know what I ended up doing? Because dude, you know, he was taking too long, so I started looking for some other things. I ran across this newer Toyota Camry, and I just grabbed that.
Oh, okay. You said he was taking too long as far as what though? Like responding to messages?
No, because he was supposed to get the heat fixed in the joint. Because you know, that's something you need to have in the states we in. So, you know, so I'm getting the heat fixed. So, you know, I'm waiting and waiting. I'm like, man, what's up? Oh, it's still at the shop. I'm like, dude, well, let me just come and get it and knock some money off. Well, I can't knock no money off. I'm like, man, skip that. I'm gonna get something that's already together then.
See what it was. He was on some hokey.
Right.
And knowing you, when you said knock that money off, he didn't want to do that. He just want to sell to somebody, hit him with the hokey. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And knowing, you know what I mean, going back and forth conversing or whatever, he was like, oh no, I ain't gonna do this because you know, I don't want the problems.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which is cool though. It might have been a blessing in disguise. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's true. Like I said, I found something that's newer and, you know, in decent shape, so I ain't tripping, really.
As long as you can keep going, he put up, you winning.
All right. That's always going to be. Matter of fact, I done already put the Z28 up. The Camaro is put away. So, yeah. Only thing I still got out right now, and I got to find some different wheels to put on it, is that blue chrome. I gotta find some different. I gotta take the spokes off.
What year?
The 90. Didn't you see that? No, blue Cadillac Brougham, the Elegant.
Oh, okay. That you made the video. You was like slide through the city or whatever.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay. All right. I feel you. I didn't mean no disrespect when I said Chevy, man. I know you a Cadillac rider, man. My bad.
Shoot, but you think about it, I am a Chevy rider. I ride a Chevy Corvette too, so you know. But yeah.
No, you said Brougham, I thought about blocks.
Oh, yeah.
So Midwest Chicago, you know what I mean? We ride boxes and money, so you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, most people used to hear Fleetwood when you talk about, you know, these big caddies, you say Fleetwood, but you know. Fleetwood Brougham.
I would have took it totally different. You said Brougham. Yeah. Even though it is a Fleetwood Brougham, but you said Brougham, I thought you had a box in the cut, man. With like 36 and 32 on it, man. Like, that's how we get out. But anyway, man, we got a whole bunch of lurkers or trolls or something.
Right. Matter of fact, let me say it like this. If the people that are in here that are really on my side, and maybe you're in a position where you can't, you know, type or something, just hit the like so I know that you're not an agent of some kind, you know. Hit the like button, then I can kind of, you know, be less of thinking that you know, you're not really siding with me. Okay, someone hit the like, so that's a good thing. So maybe someone's just in a position where they just can't, you know, and someone else hit the like button, so they're in a position where they can't really speak or something. I understand that. I might wake up my girl. She's trying to get ready for work. I don't want to hear her mouth, and you know, I call in and, you know, Reek hear her, you know, japping off on me or something like that, you know. I know people had them kind of situations.
It be like that, man. It be like that. It sure do. It be like that.
Who you talking to in there? I'm on the line with Reek. Who? I don't know who that is. All that.
And then one of these strong black women can go up against his damn head.
Right. Nah, she just playing, y'all. Nah, she sound real dead serious.
quick fast.
Oh, my phone dying out, y'all. I gotta go. Something like
Oh,
that.
wow. We got 9 now, so somebody else that came in.
9. Hey, if you side with me, hit that like button. If not, just put something up in the chat and say, hey, what's going on, Rick? Matter of fact, let me hit your line. You know, I ain't called in before. I wanted to call in and just say what's up and, you know, chime back out. You could do that too. But right now you got me, Reek, and you got Choice. He's on here, you know, giving me some back and forth. Like I said, I'll be at it again tomorrow in the morning sometime. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but I will be back again in that early AM hours.
It's a little bit after 12. I don't really know how to call this one, man. It's kind of late, but see, Lisa busy. Lowen came in. Wills ain't here.
Right.
Cadillac J ain't here.
Yeah, Cadillac Jane in there. James
They
ain't.
might have not got the notifications. I got mine, so I don't know why everybody else don't get theirs. But I just might be special, you know. I don't know.
See, I think that's why they do that technical error. Cause think about it. Okay, the first one, it probably could have sent out notifications, but when it messed up and I had to start another one, it was like, well, we ain't sending out notifications again.
But any of us, the reg, you still gonna check in.
That's true.
I clicked in 2-3 times. I was like, it ain't started. It ain't started. It ain't started. But that's just me.
You see what Benny just said?
What did he say?
Oh, he said, I'm around people I feel might repeat my statements in unfriendly circles, and you can't see who tunes into the stream. Yeah, that's true. I guess, you know, as long as you're just saying, hey, what's up, Rick? I'm just calling in. I mean, I don't see how that can, you know, go awry, but, you know, to each their own.
Indeed. He just ain't ready to chime in yet.
Right.
You know, like I just said. You know, because we can always speak without speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Type-ish. You know what I mean? That's
Right.
what we do. You know what I mean? Because we ain't trying to get hate speech and none of that, man. We chop it up, man. You know what I mean? But on top of that, yeah.
Yeah, that's a real serious thing now. A lot of people, you know, think that hate speech ain't real. Oh, yes, it is on these social media platforms. This is a serious thing now. It ain't like back in what 2015 or 2013 when you damn near could say anything. Now they're holding you more accountable for things you're saying. Oh, you're making someone feel this certain kind of way. We gotta, you know, boot you for this or boot you for that.
Well, Rick, I don't know if you went to my channel or you watched my videos or whatever, man. But I went back. You know, I'm trying to revamp and come back. And I was watching some of my old videos. I was like, man, I'm surprised they ain't blocked me or canceled my, you dig, and took me down or not. Man, oh man, I was whole foods, no filter. Like, man, I was watching this video. I was going in. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I seen the one when you was holding the camera up in the club.
You saw that one?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. But I'm talking about my other ones though. I was speaking on topics and everything. Like, you know, I got a few videos, but I was speaking on topics and I'm just like, it really wasn't YouTube PC for now. And I said the only reason that they probably still up is because that was before they instituted the new policies with the hate speech and everything else. So gotta leave them up.
I hear you on that, but they can hit you for those too. So, you know.
I don't know. I was just surprised. You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway, maybe they missed them.
Cause I look at it like
Maybe
this.
they missed them.
It's some stuff I did with old school. I definitely had to make private because you know he was flaming them so bad. So on some of them live streams I did, I had to because they would have got me for it. Like, oh no, he's talking way too wild for YouTube now.
Oh man, well I got a notification just now that our buddy that just went through court with Lisa Smith just subscribed to my channel. Like, bro, wait. I ain't no subscribers, but bro, stop. Anyway, man, it's real out here, man. It's real out here. So you say they can I don't know what you call it. They can go back, even though them policies, one of the policies are now, and still be on some BS.
Yeah, because they can say, you know, you're supposed to monitor what you have with these ongoing policies now. So it's like you got to retro date and, you know, clean up your whole channel. Because I don't see people's channels get knocked off like that for some old stuff that was way back in the past. You know?
Well, I might just be lucky. I ain't tripping, no. I'm still going to come back and change my date on the end or something. I don't care.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's really like 2016. So I changed 2017. Like the troll was talking about, I got knocked out 3 times. Like, what does that mean? That means you ain't doing something right, bro. Like, you doing too much.
Right. See, the closest I came, I have a few instances where it could have went awry. Now, back when, you know, I would post like video clips like everybody else used to post on YouTube. I posted a clip out of, this was probably back in 2014 or 2015. I posted a clip from Under the Cherry Moon. And that's when Prince was still alive.
Okay.
I got a notification from YouTube saying, if you don't pull this clip down, we're going to knock your whole channel off.
Wow. So I'm going to say, I think one of the lurkers, one of them out of the 10 was Good Brother, man. I'm going to just say that because that shit say 2 minutes ago. So obviously it was just in here. He ain't saying nothing. But
wow.
He was just in here. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Anyways, though, man. Yeah, we going to keep it pushing, man. We going to keep it pushing, man. We down to 5 now. Unless you see something else. But, you know, anyway.
I see we down to 4.
Well, whatever. It's still going to be another song in the CD that you can like it or not like it.
Right.
Period.
Right.
You know?
Like I said, it's like a album. Not every song on the album you're going to resonate with. But you will resonate with something on the album. I'll say it like that.
But that journey with PK, man, that journey was serious, man. And like I said, ain't nobody really resonating with what happened. You know what I mean? That's what I got out of that too. I was like, man, wait, woo. You can't come in the door on disrespect. That's not the game. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Finesse, dressing, man, do the rest, man. Like, that's what it's always been. You can't just come here, you know, grab his ponytails and strong arm. You can't do that. You can't do that, man. And if you've been listening for 2 years, you would know that with Lisa, you can't do that anyway. Because she probably gonna go in the back and shoot your ass. But, anyway.
Now, Benny said, I wouldn't be surprised if YouTube uses Google Voice to take a voice print, which can be used to gaffle you up. I've had to call a lawyer's office with Google Voice just to make an appointment.
Wow.
He said, been careful ever since.
I wouldn't be surprised, man. These algorithms is something serious, man. It's technology on a whole nother level that most people don't even recognize.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's some serious shit. You know what I mean? It's the next level of technology as we think and we see and we use. But algorithms is kind of like, how do I want to put it, man? It's like something that don't nobody know about. They're not in tech. You know what I mean? Algorithms is like there's something they got that think algorithm is something that analyze and think for itself based
Right.
on what you put into it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whatever you put into it, it's gonna run with it.
On a supremacist level, I'll say it like that. Because certain people that are melaninless, they get to fly on certain things. Not all, but certain ones.
Yeah, indeed. And that's just what it is. But they control all the platforms though, besides a select few. Select few. So it is what it is. But like, nah, we ain't got no black tube.
Right.
You know what I mean? And ain't nobody with no bread. There ain't no black tube. It ain't that hard, but it don't exist yet.
Right.
We got World Star Hip Hop. We got all this other stuff. But we don't have a station out of this country, the United States, that can let you freely do and say whatever the fuck you want to say. We don't. Period. Until we get that, we gonna be censored.
Right.
And they gonna do what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we just gotta walk between the lines and continue to try to exist and everything else. Even though we trying to be eradicated, slowly but surely, without nobody even knowing that we being eradicated. But it is what it is, man. I ain't gotta spill the beans and give everybody the whole nutshell. But if you listen to what I said, think about it. Hey, you can holler at me. You can chop it up.
That's right.
That's
why I think a lot of these certain outlets that get numbers that interview people of melanated pigmentation, it's like they fuel that beef and strife, so it can create unnecessary situations, and they know this.
Indeed. I'm just replying to Benny right now. At the gig, doing what he do, you know what I mean? And ain't nobody mad at you.
Who all is out there? Who is out there? Like I said, it's been Benny, and it's been so far, Choice coming in to say things. Who else is out there? It's other people out there. You can say something in the chat. What's up, Rick? I'm here. I'm just saying this. But I guess people that are blocked, they can't say nothing. So, But that's crazy.
And they
like
can still come in?
They can still be in, but they can't say anything.
Wow, that's crazy. That's probably the former brother I was just talking about. That's crazy. So he can't say nothing because he blocked.
He's now that dude, he's blocked on the hotline. He can't call in, but he hasn't said nothing crazy in the chat for me to block him. Now, if he says something crazy in the chat, then I'll block him.
Okay. So Rick, I'm gonna ask you this between me. Do you use YouTube Studio?
The Creator Studio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I just got it, fam. I just got it. Yeah, I just got it.
Okay.
And I was wondering if you use it too. Shit, or you use some bigger and better or whatever. Like, but,
I use
yeah,
it.
I just got it. And I was like, damn, this a whole different whole ass point of YouTube that I ain't never had. Like, what the fuck, what the?
Yeah, because they'll let you know, like, say someone leaves a comment, but they'll send it to your spam box. You could check it, but on a regular YouTube, you wouldn't be able to check it like that.
Yeah, Young Studio. That's for real YouTubers. Like, it's kind of crazy. I ain't even. How long have you been using that? Has it been out for years, or did that just come out?
That's probably been out maybe 3 years tops, something like that.
Hey, see, I started in 2016, so it might not even been available then. Might not even be, when I started, it might not even been available. But, you know, I did my research, and I went in trying to, you know what I mean, get myself right, my channel right. So I was like, oh, okay, let me go and get this. You know what I mean? Because I made a thumbnail, I was trying to download it, and there wasn't no way for me to download it. I'm like, I'm not understanding right now. Like, what the? You know? And then you have to have studio to do that. Like, wasn't even an option. I'm like, where do I put my thumbnail?
Right.
Where do I put my thumbnail, bro? What's going on? What the fuck is this?
Yeah, Benny says someone had to mark that notification as spam for it to do that.
YouTube probably did it on its own, probably, I would say. From your channel. They probably did.
Right. Like I said, I wouldn't put spam, you know, my own, because think about it, like I said, they send me notifications for my own videos going live. That don't even make sense. I know I'm going live. Why do I need a reminder that I'm live when I'm the one doing it?
And then everybody else, hit or miss, some people get it. Like, I think I get it because, you know, I got my channel, but I'm not heavy yet. You know what I mean? Like, Rich might not get it because he probably heavier than me. And they don't want Rich and you linking and, you know what I'm saying? Like, they you know what I mean? They trying to oppress the conscious, the woke, the everything YouTube channel.
Right.
Like, that's what I think. Because I get all my notifications.
But see, this is what probably makes them mad, because see, they always prompt you to, you know, okay, if you're on this other platform, link that on your YouTube so we know. I don't do that. I do have another social media platform. It got more numbers than I got on YouTube, damn near. But I don't got it linked. So it's like we can't really, you know, say that that's him over there. But that's where I get a lot of my, where I get interviews for rappers and things like that, because my platform is big on that side. But I don't let nobody know what that is. So it's like it's keeping it separate versus it linking it all in. They can knock all that shit down like dominoes. So that's why they probably
and you ain't supposed to.
Right.
You ain't supposed to. Don't let the left hand know what the right hand doing, right?
Right.
That's something I heard that took me a long time to comprehend, man. That's deep. You know what I mean? What you think about that? Break that down real quick. What's your opinion of don't let the left hand know what the right hand doing? For anybody that's finna hear it in the future or anything, man, don't let the left hand know what the right hand doing. Break that down.
Okay, the best analogy I can give, I had a partner back in the day, and he ain't my partner no more because we kind of fell out on some ill shit, but he did tell me some shit that was real. He's like, I know you're upset, and your little situation you got going on, and you want to high side and tell this person that you got all these other people on, that you fucking with. But that's essentially telling, the left hand what the right hand's doing. Keep that shit separate, because y'all gonna probably end up, mending shit back together. And if you let that out, you ain't never gonna be able to mend that shit back right. And when I started to think about that shit, I'm like, that does make sense. And I didn't act on that, bravada ego that I was thinking on doing. And, ever since then I always kind of held that type of philosophy. I'm like, no matter how ugly the situation gets with a person and you want to, high side on them and, tell them how you really feel, you got to hold some things back a little bit, because shit will pan out, and if it don't pan out, that's just something edge you got on somebody. It's like having an edge on somebody. Basically, like I think about it like this, when people like I'm about to play that hole card, like what do you mean? Like I got the ace in the hole. This motherfucker think they got the one ups on me, but I got all the shit. Just like I sent you that video. I could post that video, but I don't need to post it. But I still have the option too. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't the only card I got. So it's like, yeah, I can post that.
Go ahead. So you done?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So essentially, not letting the left hand know what the right hand doing is not using your ace in the hole.
Right. When you can use it.
Right. Okay. And then coming up with another ace in the hole.
Right.
So keeping that one still in the pocket. So.
Right.
Okay. Indeed.
Just like this thing about like
anybody
this.
Anybody listen, man? This real life shit. Real life game. Like old school told me that shit, and I've been pondering on it forever, and I got my opinion of it, and then I wanted to know Rick's opinion of it, and you ain't gonna get this from nowhere else besides my channel or Rick's channel. Ain't nobody gonna give you that. Like, share, subscribe on that though. He broke it down, man. He broke it down. Keep your ace in the hole until you got no other choice.
Right.
Yeah. Force another ace in the hole.
Right.
Especially if somebody got the game you can easily force another ace in the hole. Easily. Because your game bigger than their game.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, play your position, right?
Right. But essentially, don't play yourself out of pocket is the whole thing, too. You don't want to, throw out all your cards, and that's all the cards you got. You know what position you really hold.
I'm feeling that's just something that I threw out there, man, because it was always kind of like something I went back and forth on. You know what I mean? Like I was trying to figure out. You know what I mean? And you helped me figure it out. I mean, like I said, I appreciate any knowledge, any experience. You know what I mean? Anything that I can get from anybody else. Like Rick said, soak it up. I've always considered myself a child of the game, though. You know what I mean? So I'm like a sponge to the game. That's why I got in the first place.
Right.
You feel me?
Now I look at it like this. This is a simple conversation. I want to say I talked about this. I don't know in what live stream, but I was saying that my uncle he got a few properties, and he had the Somalian wanted to rent from him. And he's like, yeah, I want to rent your place. So my uncle's like, yeah, I need to see the proof that you hold a job and things like that. And he's like, I can't show you that. I'll just pay you cash. He's like, I can't do that. This is how I know if you're able to pay this rent. So essentially, he's like, let me talk to you to the side. So I guess he had his woman and his kid there. He's like, I got another family down in Rochester, and I don't need them to know that I got another family up here. So essentially, that's what he was doing. He didn't want to. That would have exposed his hand. Like, okay, you got another family up here versus, you got this family down there. So essentially, dude wasn't trying to, play his tell the other hand what he's doing. Because, he had essentially two families. Probably getting two checks because, they're Somalian. I know they get checks. So if the one family's getting 7 G's down in Rochester, whatever family he got up here in Minneapolis, they get another 7G. So he's clocking all kind of money from all angles.
But past that though, like, look, you on my plate, nigga. I just want to see a W-2.
Right.
A check stub.
Right.
I ain't even got to see your W-2. Give me your recent check stub for the last 8 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would have said. You know, just so you know where the money coming from.
Right.
You know, because you gotta protect yourself from some extra shit that might come along the way. You know what I mean? Like, I'll put anybody on it and I'll plug any one of my people. But if it's my property, you gotta play by my rules.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Like my rules is, okay, look, you can be trapping, my nigga. Hey, I need your bitch to give me her check stub. Like, we good then. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But somebody still gonna pay for my dough when they keep that bitch in and raid you. Period, point blank. And that's on whoever the fuck pay for it.
Right.
And y'all gonna pay for it. You know what I mean? Like, period, point blank. Don't think I'm a sim and nah, don't think that. And I'm telling you in the dough. What you do in your house, which is my house, and I own this motherfucker. But hey, don't think this shit gonna go, nah, it ain't gonna go like that. We gonna go all the way to goddamn county court, and you gonna pay for that door jam, because door jams cost a whole lot.
For real.
And them folks love to smash them.
Right.
And you talking about $1,500, $200, $25,000, $3,000. Nah, somebody gonna pay for it, and I'll take your taxes for the next 2 years, and until we good.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, anyways, man, I'm just talking about what I'm talking about, man. Hey, you know I'm for my trap niggas. You know what I mean? You know that. But it's a way you do things. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it.
Right.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm rocking with you, hey, best believe that's in my clause. That's in my clause on the bottom, written in my goddamn self. You get ready, you liable for everything that get damaged from them motherfuckers, not including your personal property, but the front door, your door, everything else. Right. And you signed off on it.
Right.
Did
yeah, you agreed to all of that. We go to the courtroom or court and before the judge, like, look, you put your John Hancock right here, so that means you agree with whatever he said. Pay him.
Exactly. You know, BS ain't about nothing, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because, hey, I'm doing it for a purpose, man. I'm doing it for a reason. I'm doing it for the people, man. Past me, myself, past my kids, past my fans, I'm doing it for the people, man. You know what I'm saying? This is how we got to do it. I'm not going to hate on you because you all I got. And I'm all you got. You feel me?
Right.
But if they kick the door in, that's on you, my nigga. You got to have your bag up. Otherwise, hey, whatever. And then if you ain't got it, I'll write it off. Because you signed off on it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got to play the game how it's played, man.
Right.
You got to play the game how it's played. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, I love you just like I love me. You know what I mean? Like, we all we got.
Huh.
You ain't just finna tell you that. Just finna put that in there.
Right.
They gonna have a whole bunch of extra. They don't even know nothing about that. If they accept it for what it is, that's what it's gonna be. But then they gonna be fighting for the loss and everything. I'm not fighting for nothing. It's in my clause. It's in my rental agreement.
Right.
For real.
Yeah, you could have your lawyer draw it up just the way you want it. Like, I want this in there. I want that in there.
Exactly.
Is this
and
fair?
We gotta play it for what it's worth. We gotta play it for what it's worth, my nigga. For real. Like, I'm not at the upper echelons of my rent category. I'm not at all. Period. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. It is what it is. And I'll take that. And that's just something I do personally. I don't care. Like you just said. And then I said, if you ain't legit, hey, okay, well look, this the woman you laying with, whatever. Hey, I'll run it off her. I'll bring your whole application back and give you a whole new application. Like, nah, I ran it. I ain't gonna run it again, and you ain't gonna get it. But what about the chick? Bro, what about the chick? You got a chick, right? Let's run on that. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to look out for you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm trying to look out for you. But then in the clauses, somebody gonna have to pay when you get caught slipping.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. If I run her and she come back and her credit good and yada yada yada, okay, we good. I don't need to know nothing. Just run my rent every time. And, hey, but if my dough get kicked in and my jam gets smashed up, bam, it's on somebody.
Right.
It's on somebody, whether it's you or it's her, because y'all both signed.
Right.
Because I didn't let you sign. I could have, but I'm already knowing you, me, 20 years ago. Fuck you talking about. But I'm still trying to look out, though. You
Right.
feel me?
Yep.
I'm not maxed out on rent. You know what I mean? Like everybody else on $950. Man, just give me 8.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I get back to my hood. That's my vision on where I'm going and what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Get to me, man. I'm gonna be fair with you. Everybody else, I'm not trying to put you on the curb. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you run it up or your chicken run it up, hey, and hit my back, I'm not gonna come call the sheriff and do no extra. I'm not gonna do that. Just hit my hand the way you said you was supposed to hit my hand.
Right.
And we ain't gotta have these problems.
Mm-hmm.
But you gonna know that in the dodo. You feel me?
Right.
And I'm gonna scream just like that. And if we can vibe, then we'll vibe. If not, then okay. You're not somebody that I really want to deal with because you're not one of us.
Right.
You're not too cool to con. You extra. You ignorant. You don't want to know nothing. You don't want to do nothing. Like you want to do whatever you want to do. You can't do whatever you want to do in my property.
Right.
I don't want my deal knocked down. That shit cost $3 bands. I'm straight. I'm not judging you on the goals you know, I'm judging you on who you is.
Right.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you know you really in it to win it, then okay, then fine. Sign the papers. We Gucci. But just know, between you and your baby mama, man, hey, somebody gonna pay for my jam if they get knocked in, man.
Right.
It's business. It's business. And I'm looking out for us. It ain't personal or nothing, man. I'm looking out for us. And you ain't finna get this for 800. Because these boys over here want to charge 950, 1050. I'm plugging.
Right.
You can either accept that or not. And they not finna look past the fact that you got an X on your shit. They not finna do no application for your baby mama. They not finna do none of that. They not, you know what I mean? You not finna get this.
Right.
And I'm doing it for us. Whether what you doing or whatever, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Because I'm a street nigga too. Hey, it is. Hey, each one teach one, cuz. For real, it's that serious.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got intellectuals that don't understand that, man. They don't understand the trick bag that we've been put in. You know what I mean? They don't understand that, like, because they haven't lived that life. They L7 square for real type. You did.
Right.
So, and it's like, oh, no, they just want to be street niggas and you know what I mean, whatever, woo, because they want to. No, man. People, we in our whole culture is in a trick bag.
Right.
And you got money, so you don't understand it. You know what I mean? Like Britt said, y'all got picked. Y'all got allowed to get to where y'all at. Certain people like Oprah, Jordan, yada, yada, yada. You know what I mean? But they don't understand what the whole culture, race, and everything is going through.
Right.
And to me, that shit is mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. Like, it's mind-boggling. Come on. Really? We ADOS, we came from slaves. And now, because you uber rich, you forgot what we, as a people, have been going through 400 years? Come on, man. Come on. And we the only people that do that, though. That's programming, though.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Now Benny said,
Go ahead.
Benny said, I got all the notifications, but you have a point. You know, from earlier when we were talking about, you know, how they control it.
And it's still saying 8. And besides Benny, ain't nobody saying nothing.
Right.
So I'm gonna go out and then I'm gonna come back in and see where it's really at, because that's what you gotta do, because that's YouTube.
Right.
And it's still 8. It's still 8 right now. So it's Benny and it's me. And come on, man.
We 93
Really?
minutes in, 93 minutes. Maybe, you know, we done served a long enough time. I'll try to come in the morning time.
And we drop some jewels, though. We drop some jewels for people that want to grab them, though. You know what I mean? For who that is, Rick, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's all about, cuz. That's what it's all about. I was going to say, hey, man, besides the one video from the club, man, like, that's me. It is what it is. I ain't, you know, whatever. But, man, hey, man, check me out, man, and then holler at me, man, and let me know something.
Yeah, I'll post up on something what you saying on one of them when I get, you know, to chime in and
No, I'm saying, like, man, hey, I'm trying to get like you, man. I'm trying to get 100 subscribers, man. Like Rich trying to be. He trying to get 100,000 subscribers too, man. Hey, holler at me, man. Check me out. Tell me what I'm doing right or wrong, man. My nigga, hey, constructive criticism, man. Hey, it ain't nothing, man. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You gotta accept it or reject it, fam. Like, I know you might not have time, but hey, just check out one other video. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever, man. Holler at me, man.
All right.
You got my line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's something to chop up.
You
probably
know,
not on this live stream where, you know, so many ears be trying to take notes on it. You know what I'm saying?
No, but serious though. You know what I mean? Me and you though, fam. You know what I mean? Hey, and then you got my line. Hey, just tell me what you think I'm doing right or wrong. You know what I mean? Because I gotta do it my way, just like you doing it your way. You feel me? And they not gonna allow us to monetize like and do and viral and nothing. They not having that.
Right.
But give me some inputs on what you think. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's it. That's all I'm saying, man. You know what I mean? Like, we live right now. 100 in the flesh, man. You know what I mean? Like, hey, so I throw it out there. So you skim through something and what it is? Hey, choice what it is? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly, man. I had to throw it out there, man. You know what I mean? I've been waiting. I could have messaged you or something like that, but nah, man. You know what I mean? Hey, but look, I could have took the club joint down. But that's me though. The old me.
Yeah.
You feel me? But no, I'm not. I want to stay there. You feel me?
Yep.
Because if I take it down, that ain't the real me. I ain't being 100 if I take it down. Man, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't like I ain't been in the club acting a whole ass, D. Like, that's what it is. You know what I mean? When I'm talking to hood rich, I'm talking about motherfuckers doing this and doing that. Hey, I'll step out and goddamn it, hey, you know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers mad. That's why.
Hmm.
Real talk. You know what I mean? Hey, I can come holler at you and we can go to the club. And I'm not that dude no more. I done grew up a little bit, so I'm a little more reserved. But
Hey, Choice,
that's
you
what it
see
was
you see
at
the
that video.
Choice, you see the new comment that done came in?
Flatchy, man, what's happening, man? You want to chime in, man? You want to rock with us, man? But no, I'm just saying, Rick, like that's what that video was, and I could have took it down. You know, you can delete whatever you want to delete.
Right.
But like I went through all my videos, I had to update thumbnails and everything, and I'm just like, I ain't taking none down, man. I'm not taking none down. I was an amateur at that point.
But tell me this,
trying to get
on total,
past
how many videos you got on your channel?
like 16, 15, 16, something like that.
Oh, well, that you can go through that easy to see what you want to keep up and go down. See me?
But I went through it, and I said, I'm not taking none down, man.
Hmm.
It's authentic. I'm not taking none down. If people can like it or thumbs it down or whatever, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not subscribing to nobody program, just like you said. I've been that since I started, though, just like you. Real recognized real, fam.
Hmm.
I'm not taking that down. I've been in the club, fam. I've been, you know what I mean, that dude.
Hmm.
I've been that dude. I'm not taking that down. Because, for one, I feel I was that dude at that time, and I'm not taking it down. But at the same time, if you not that dude, you ain't on my level. You don't know what I know. You couldn't do what I do. That video was in VIP, man.
Yeah.
Real talk, real talk.
Hmm.
Real talk. It wasn't a whole bunch of goons walking in front of me and everything. Man, that was just, I was in VIP, I was feeling myself, man. I was cocky, but I'm not no more.
Hmm.
I'm humbled in a bit, but I understand why I was cocky. Because I put my work in to be cocky, like Rick said.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not taking it down. It can stay there. It can stay there. So everybody understand, like if you too cocky, this is shit that might end up getting your ass killed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because people that's starving and only got $40 in their pocket, they can't stand you.
Right.
You feel me? Like I'm not saying I'm that dude with $40 in my pocket, but I'm saying that, you know, when I walk in the joint, I go straight to VIP. Everybody know I'm straight VIP.
Right.
And then if I go in the back and I get free lap dances, everybody know that me, myself, Chisel, you know what I mean? Chisel, you know what I mean? I don't really like to pay minutes, you know what I mean? Because it's the game. I don't do it. You know what I mean? But anyway, but past that, dude, that's just a part of my life. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's a part of my life. You know what I mean? That's a part of my channel. If I take it out, I'm taking out something authentic.
I just look at it like this. I just look at it like this. You don't have to like delete it or anything. I'm just saying. You know how they come. That's a way they can knock your whole channel off. Is what I'm saying. Especially with these new rules they implement. So, ain't nothing wrong with making new content. It ain't nothing wrong with doing something. You know, reformulating. You know, I got a lot of my videos that are private. Some of them I deleted. You know, I got a
Like
kind
the
of
one
variety.
like the one that I was on and my friend was on that never went up.
It went up for a little
Right?
bit. It went up for a little bit, and then I got a notification. See that's what it be. I get notifications like, hey, if you keep this up, we're gonna knock your whole live stream off. I get stuff like that.
Okay. Okay.
Or
So
like,
you saying I should take it off? I ain't see nothing in there that was against policy or nothing. No.
oh
In the one you talking about in the club, I didn't see nothing that was really foul for YouTube type ish.
no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying,
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying like if you
In
did have
general.
some content that was, you might think is questionable, if you think is like I was saying with I got some lives I did with old school, and I definitely made them private because he was saying some things in there that I didn't know he was gonna say. So it's like if I know he's saying this, who knows what they thinking when they hear that? So I mean,
No, I'm just saying, like the one that you talking about with the club when I got the camera on and it's like 2 minutes.
yeah,
I ain't see nothing in
no, it
there that
wasn't
was
bad.
really.
That wasn't bad. I'm talking about when think about it like this, like even some of the ones I got with Lisa Smith when she going ham and stuff, they could, every one of those, they automatically send me a thing, even though I don't monetize them. Like this can't be monetized because it's too many cuss words in it essentially. But you think about it, you got rappers on there talking about killing people all day on Vivo, and they ain't taking them down. They ain't demonetizing them. But since you got real people speaking on certain topics, like oh no, we can't have that kind of stuff. They look at
I feel you. I feel like I still gotta go through my shit and my stuff. Sorry, like YouTube be picky on profanity, huh?
yeah they do.
Okay, and then I'm gonna have to switch it up, and I've been working on it and everything else. But it's just like I need to figure out what I need to do, type ish. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm working on it, and everything. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? Like they're not gonna stop my channel from going. Period. Point blank. Like Rich said. You know what I mean? Like nah. I said, I don't know who said it, but if you gonna be great, you gonna be great.
Right.
You know what I mean? You gonna be great, you gonna be great. You know what I mean? Period. But my thing was like I looked at that video you talking about. I ain't really seen nothing in there.
No, I didn't see nothing in it. I was just saying I seen you in the
I
club. You
was
had a camera.
I was doing me. I was in my element. And, hey, you know what I mean? I was sounding like a man in business, man. And I wanted to put it up. I wasn't even talking. I wasn't even talking or nothing. It was just, but it might have had the copyrighted song or whatever, and they might hate on me for that.
Yeah,
But
that's one
no,
way they can do that too.
exactly, and that's fine. So okay, you're probably right. Yeah, I might need to take that down, but I just wanted that to be up there for the people, though. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like I told Buddy, I come in the door and I'm straight VI, man. I'm not these other cats for the 20 just entry basic. No, I don't really never ever do that.
Yeah, but just think that's
Because
probably why they probably subscribe to your channel. Think about that. That when you just said that just sound weird. It's like, okay, you're trying to prove your point to brothers that already get that you're a liar. Why do you got to prove yourself to a man? That don't even sound right. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not even proving it. It was just a video I had.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm not saying
and
you.
I
I'm saying
uploaded it.
other people. You know, because remember he kept coming in. I got to prove myself. I'm being. You got people like that. But to me, people like that play for the other team that got to be all extra like that. You know.
It ain't even nothing extra though. Like I was telling Lowe, like sometimes with his situation, that situation can be avoided to a certain extent before you leave the hole you dig. If me myself, when I'm out and I'm doing whatever I do and I'm sounding like $1 million, man, I'm straight VI.
Mm-hmm.
And if you not VI, and then when you is VI, you amongst other people that's VI. You know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody trying to have their shoes stepped on. Ain't nobody trying to do nothing that's going to cause a case to mess up their life. You know what I mean? Like you around other cats that's really getting it, just like you.
Right.
Because everybody paid their whole fee to be in VI. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the masses. It's like, it's general pop and then it's isolation.
Right.
It's the same way in the club.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I done been VI because I don't want to stand in this line because it's cold outside in Wisconsin. So, hey, what, $20? Hey, take this bread. You know, it's cold outside.
Right.
Y'all ain't got no coat check, no nothing. So we just out here standing in line, cold in the bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, hey, take this $20, $30, whatever it is. Like, I got it. The other cats, they got to stand in line. I ain't got to.
Hey, Choice,
So I'm not going to stand in line.
Choice,
Go ahead.
You see the comments?
No, all right, let me peep it. Let me peep it. Let me peep it. Let me peep it. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Keep it authentic already. It's a mindset, growth, and development. Yeah, I feel you, fam. And it is a mindset. It is growth and development. And I have grown and I have developed. You know what I mean? And I just want to get at to my people, fam. My peoples and my folks. You know, because them two different words, two different organizations. I want to give it to my people and my folks because we all ADOS. You feel me? And that video was just me. It was just uncut in the raw. You seen it? You seen it? Hey, for real. I live in Racine, but like I said, Milwaukee is where I got the real bag. You feel me?
Yeah.
For real. Like I tried to get a bag off my walking bag and Vice pulled up on her 2-3 times in a row. Like, nah, if we can't have you out here. Shut me down. And I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Wait. Okay, all right. And okay, fine. So I just went to the mill, man. Y'all just refused to let a motherfucker get some money? Okay. We go on there. You know what I mean? In that time and era.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying, Reed?
Mm-hmm.
In that time and era. You know what I mean? You can let clubs out here do whatever they do, and everybody know what's going on. You know what I mean? Like I sit in the trap, my nigga. I stay I stay on the whole ass blade. You know what I mean? But then I sit my business. You know what I mean? And bites all over, and I'm like.
Yeah, you ever thought about it like this? I don't think a lot of people look at it like this. You know, you say football, say basketball. You got refs, and the refs actually
I'm already know where you going. Go ahead.
They control the speed of the game. So you know, most refs, what are their uniform colors? Black and white. So we got the black and whites out here, you know, they're controlling the actual speed of the game, you know. But a lot of people ain't really looking at it like that.
But I saw it as a blade, and then I sent mine, you dig, and I had nothing but problems off top, and I'm like, what the hell? This the blade, like I mean, like. What's all on? You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Like, I'm talking about what I'm talking about. Some personal shit, too. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I said, fuck it. Hey, I'm going to go to the mill where I ain't got to deal with this. You know what I mean? Let me put mine with the rest of these that's really trying to get it, so you can come back with it and we can be straight. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, nah, hell no. I mean, hey, the motherfuckers out here fucked up, and the motherfuckers out here trying to get their bag. They both trying to get a bag.
Right.
You gonna sweat mine because she's pretty and trying to get a bag? Like, no, I'm not gonna conform to that. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's old days though. Like that shit dead. You know what I mean? That shit dead. Like Ken talk about. Like, man, that shit dead. But anyway, it's Instagram nowadays and new space age ass shit. You know what I mean? That I don't even know about. Like I do know about, because bitches getting them in on cans and vids and pics and everything.
Yeah, that's why I gotta have old girl come on, because like I told you, she flies city to city, even goes international, solo dolo. She works off of the different platforms.
She solo dolo though.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, you know, it wasn't no solo dolo. There was Renegade.
Oh, true.
And then Lisa speaked on that shit. Now I kind of felt some type of way, even though I ain't gonna say nothing. And you know, but period, I was like,
But think about it like this.
Made me feel some type of way.
Think about it like this. Lisa Smith had a man for a minute, so she probably just adopted his program and just ran with it by herself. You know what I'm saying? That's essentially what breeds, you know, renegades, especially if they was treated wrong by a man. They just run with his template of game and just keep pushing it on their own level. It may not be to the fullest potential, but you know, just enough for them to, you know, maintain and carry out what they're trying to do.
Indeed. I agree with you, hey. I'm just saying, she was speaking on it. I'm just like, I get money. I don't need no money. And that's just not what I know. You know what I mean?
Well, let's put it in a way where we can understand it. Now, we know it's I get more money than I'll get money that suffices me, where I don't have to put up with your rat-head ass headache. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck how much money you get. You're a fucking headache. Now I end up going upside your head and catching a case. So you're not really worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you can't go upside a motherfucking head no more, man. That's called, goddamn it, domestic abuse and some whole other shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying it's not worth it. So I don't care if you getting whatever.
That up, though. You know, they switched that up on us, man. You know, it ain't never been no, man. Okay, it's 2020. Goddamn it, in the 40s and the 60s and the 80s, you could whoop a nigga ass and you wouldn't go to jail. Period, point blank.
Right.
If they pulled up, they'll break it up and scrape the motherfucker up to get his ass whooped, take him home. But now, that's assault and battery, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's moving the goalposts. That's moving the goalposts, because they don't get down like that. They don't get down like that. You know what I mean? Like, even if they do, the goalposts is their goalposts.
Right.
You know what I mean? They ain't got to move it. But they move it for us. They move it for us. You know what I mean? Like everything, like we don't understand that everything is dictated off us, man. It's been dictated off us for 400 years. Period, point blank. It's been dictated off us for 400 years. Period. We built it, you know what I'm saying? Our parents built it, our ancestors built it, whatever you want to call it. But the truth of the matter is, whenever we get close, they move the goalposts because they do not want to compete with us, and we are the extreme alpha male. Money, power, and influence. Anytime we get money, power, or try to get some influence, we get shut down.
Right.
Period.
It's like that.
Bill
It's
Cosby,
like that.
R. Kelly, anybody, like any loophole that we think we got, because we got money, we don't got it. You know what I'm saying? Like Bill Cosby ain't no different than Hugh Hefner. A pimp, a PI ain't no different than Hugh Hefner. But it's the goalpost. So they moved the goalpost. Human trafficking, that whole new ass law that PK spoke about, ain't no different than moving the goalpost. On some old archive shit, like that's pretty much what he said. And he was like, man, I'm smart enough to know bullshit from when I see it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But if you ain't been able to read books, and you ain't been able to be educated, and you ain't been able to have knowledge of self and understand the conditions that you're living in, people gonna think what they think.
Right.
Which is as simple as it ain't for everybody. But it look good, so you got all these cats that want it, but they not about that. And it's still the same way right now. It was just like the dope game. It used to be solid niggas in the dope game. But you got cats that wanted to get some money, that didn't understand the rules to the game, and they effed that up. That's where informants came in. You know, that's where they come in.
Mm-hmm.
Them not cats, they supposed to be on the sidewalk, like you said, but they in the street.
Right.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And then we can't hold our own enforcement arm because they break us down.
Huh.
When you cut the head off, the body fall.
Right.
What they do? They knocked off Hoover. They knocked off goddamn it. What they knock us off.
Right.
One by one by one by one. So they knock off our organization. They can have all the organization in the world. Their organization is the police department and the government and the Congress and everything else.
Military.
Can't nobody knock military. Can't nobody knock their organization off. But when we try to build on some from the ground up, which is street organization, they knock us off. Like I was talking about in the previous podcast, like me. They knocked his ass off. They ain't kept him with a goddamn thing. And still tried to give him 25. You know what I mean? Because they didn't want his message that, look, hey, let's just get this money, man. Stop killing each other, fam. It's all dope. We gonna get it, and we gonna ball with it. Woo, woo, woo. You know what I mean? Like they didn't want him to keep being out here. You putting up billboards, you balling out, you pulling out strokers and Magic City. You know what I'm saying? You bringing in exotic animals and everything. Like, nah, you got to go. You showing cats that if you get a plug, you can make it. Nah, you got to go. And then you trying to wash it behind some rap shit. No. We want y'all to just be ignorant and take these sentences and not have no loyalty or nothing. Like, nah, y'all gonna just be messed up. And that's what we want y'all to do. And that's what it was.
Right. Now let me see. He said facts. Don't like to see a group of our people together because it's power. Most definitely.
Indeed.
That's
it
why
power,
even
bro.
on this section of people not chiming in or people not getting notifications. They know once this is really jumping and people's really powwowing and saying something back and forth and bringing up different aspects that we haven't even talked about or experienced. Some may not experience. They don't like that because then it's like, wait a minute, you're waking them up to this. They're talking about this. We want them to kind of stay on this disillusion message. No, it's always about convert that. Like I said, that's why they done got rid of pool halls and arcade places and things like that. They don't want any place where brothers can actually, congregate and resonate with each other and things like that. They want us all on a separate tier. Think about even how they design some of these malls. a lot of malls that they design now are outdoor malls, meaning like, okay, it's so many business structures that you go into individually versus a covered mall where you can have a food court and you can sit and powwow and gather in certain spots. They don't want that kind of thing. And if they do have malls like that, they have a police department in there. What are you doing? You're kind of loitering in the mall. You're getting accosted for associating with someone that may share the same pigmentation of you, maybe someone that doesn't, and you're resonating in y'all's powwow. They don't want people to really interact with each other. They act like they do, but they really don't.
So, okay, I'm gonna chime in. That's what I think is so bullshit about the shit that they got as far as like got them indictments and guilty by association type shit. Like you can't even have your phone number associated with anybody doing what they do or anything like that, or be in association in a public place and let them take a picture of you type shit. Same bar or same club or anything like that. And it's guilty by association. It makes no sense. It makes no sense to me. Because
Okay, but think
that
about
you're doing
but,
something
but
legal.
think about it like this. You saying it doesn't make no sense to you. Think about the sense it makes to them, because now they're getting people, even though the people could potentially be innocent. What if they're not? They're thinking on the not part. So okay, now we got this person. They can maybe link us to someone else that we can collar, because it's about collaring felons or making felons to them. This is about position rising in the ranks. This is how they gain positions, how they get better positions from busting people that probably really didn't rise to a certain level, but they're rewriting so many laws, and there's so many years that turn into election years where okay, this judge is running for to be a judge and things like this. We need some kind of cases to come before him to build up his credibility on being strong on crime, when a lot of this shit that he's bringing before the court is penny ante. But now that they done rewritten laws on certain things, this shit done turned into something major. Or if we got a good prosecutor, we can make this shit seem like it's like there's some real ringleaders that's trying to cause some damage throughout the whole city or area they're from.
No, you right, though, Reed. But my thing is, though, okay, look, let's just say I'm me, and then I got a cousin that live in the suburbs, ain't never got down, never did nothing, and he a goddamn attorney. But because my phone number in his phone, and then his phone number in my phone, if I get raided, he guilty by association. And they can break him down and drag him through the mud. And if he can't prove anything, he's going to get drugged through the mud. If they raid his house because his phone number in my phone, and he got a gram of weed, they're going to slam him. And they're going to automatically associate him with being a criminal no matter what. But he a full-fledged attorney, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you weren't supposed to be going in his house in the first place, but even though you went in his house, you're going to take a gram of weed and you're going to slam him for it. Even though, as most American citizens that happen to smoke weed, a gram ain't shit. But you're going to destroy his whole motherfucking life for that shit.
But remember, the system they say is flawed is designed to be like that. This shit is not a mistake.
You're right. But we be out here living, not understanding that this shit needs to be revamped. Revisited, goddamn it, made over. You know what I mean? But your average motherfuckers don't understand that. Down in society don't understand that. They don't want to understand that because they don't want it to. Because the system makes them win. Keeps them on top.
Right.
I'm just talking about what I'm talking about, though. I'm talking about guilty by association type shit. You know what I mean? So even though they couldn't catch my man with nothing, they called his boy with something. They had it ones and twos and fews, and gave his ass 25 to life.
Mm.
For the simple reason that if he would have continued to be out and living his life, he was the next generation of a hustler. And they didn't want that.
Mm. Hey,
Even
Troy.
if it was violent, even if it was violent, how they got down in certain circumstances, he wasn't violent.
Right.
He was like, look, fam, we all getting money. All these cars don't mean shit. All these women don't mean shit. It was the simple fact that he was doing way too much with his money in that city that they was like, we got to do something. We got to do something. No matter what it is, we got to do something. We know we watching him. You know, we know what he doing. We know we getting his money off of him. But if we allow him to grow, we continue to allow this entity to grow, it's against everything that these other entities against. Because it ain't matter if you was 6-point star, 5-point star, whatever. If you was loyal to the family, you could get in and you was good. You get your bread. And that was against what they want. Type shit. You know what I mean?
Nah, I look at it like this. Superfly speaks on.
Go ahead, cuz. Break it down.
Superfly speaks on this, the clears, and a lot of people bypass it. They know who's doing what in the streets. It's just, are you ripe yet, or are you still, a penny ante? They want you to grow to be ripe, so then they can pick you. Because then it's like we can have all these charges stick, and careers are gonna be made off of this. That's what it's really about. It ain't about when they call Freddie, like, oh, he's just a regular street peddler. That's nothing. But we want someone like Priest that's at a level that's shot calling, got a family. Matter of fact, we want them so much where we can control them and make money off of them. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want the little penny ante people. They want the people that done, last time I looked at them, they only had 50 men on the street. Now they got this many people. Oh, they're kind of growing now. I've been lacking on looking at them because essentially that's what they were saying. We've been looking at him, but he hasn't went on the radar of Major yet. But now that he's dealing with Scatter, and Scatter is giving him some things, that must mean he's got a foothold in these streets. So they know who is who. Like I said, NSA been in effect since World War II. They've been listening to everybody's phones.
COINTELPRO, everything,
right.
All that.
Right. So it's not like, oh, they just got up. No, they've been watching. They just rose to a certain rank or a certain height, and like, oh, now it's time for me to pluck them. Just like think about like this.
The story I told you though.
Just think about it. Just think about it in Scarface.
Go ahead.
Remember in Scarface when essentially him and George or Lopez fell out, and then all of a sudden Tony got that cop put on him. Well, essentially he got to a point of being uncontrollable, so he put that cop on him like, okay, now you got to start paying me and all this kind of stuff because now you're moving with the big boys. Well, actually the person above him made that happen so he wouldn't rise any further and go over him. You know what I'm saying? It's like people protect people that they're cool with, because essentially the cop was cool with Lopez, but it's like, well, this dude's getting out of hand. We gotta kind of, maybe you'll be able to temper him down a little bit, because he think he's gonna overstep me, and I can't have that.
at the end of the day, they was getting paid too, though. You know what I mean? Like, they go back to the story of my boy, though. Remember that story I told you when we had that podcast or something? I don't know if it was private or it didn't go up or whatever. That I was sitting on the porch, my nigga, and that nigga was counting 15 G's.
Yeah, I remember when you said that. I remember that.
Yeah, fam, the shit is that thick, though. You know what I mean? Like, even if you play by the rules, you still fucked up if you us, though.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you us, if you melanated, like the system is designed against melanated black men, period. And we just ain't woke up to it, though. Whether you're an American citizen or not, like, it's designed against black melanated men. If you cut the head off, the body fall. That's
Right.
the way it goes.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it goes. And I speak on me because, like, and that's what I'm talking about. Like I'm going to say that nigga name. You know what I mean? Because he wanted to do it a different way than anybody ever did it, though. You know what I mean? And he did it that way. And the motherfuckers couldn't even catch him with shit. But then they still hung him because they got that one motherfucking snake, G. Because it was on the era going on to where it ain't no loyalty, it ain't no nothing. You know what I mean? And we don't police ourselves good no more. Everybody out here want to be a renegade, do whatever they want to do.
Right.
Just like in the whole game. All these bitches want to be out here doing whatever the fuck they want to do. You know what I mean? While the game was really based on a P and the H. You know what I mean? That's what it was really based on.
Mm-hmm.
From the start. You know what I mean? Like so they peep what we doing, and then they come up with like a system. That's where human trafficking came from, as far as the P game. You know what I mean? But in the dope game, they came up with a way to make informants fuck up everything that cats that was D-boys was doing. You know what I mean? Like I said, every generation they come up with something to hold us back and to move the goalpost back to where you will not score that touchdown, fam.
Right.
And if you do, you 1 or 2 or maybe 5, maybe 7, maybe 9. But it ain't 10, it ain't 20, it ain't 100, it ain't 1,000. You're not going to score that touchdown. Because that's where we living in. You know what I mean? That's the environment we living in. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'll put it like this, fam. If we all in a big-ass fishbowl, you got fish, and then you got big fish, and you got small fish. 400 years have made us like goldfish. You feel me? And it's sharks in this bitch. You eat and you live, but you don't nobody want to figure out why we goldfish. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But genetic engineering can make certain people certain things. You take a goldfish out, made him with a goldfish, he gonna keep continuing to be a goldfish.
True.
You take a shark out, made him with a shark, he gonna continue to be a shark. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And if the whole world is this bowl with sharks and goldfish, sharks are gonna continue to dominate that whole fish bowl. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? I just try to break it down so people can understand it, man. You know what I mean? Like, so people can get it. Why I'm Black Pill? You know what I mean? If you heard other podcasts, I'm Black Pill like a MFer. You know what I mean? Because I understand.
Right.
So if you can't figure out what's going on, whether you red pill, blue pill, purple pill, black pill, then you lacking, man. You lacking. If you ain't seen all the hidden colors, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You ain't seen 7 a.m. You ain't seen Genocide. You ain't seen all these movies. There's our-produced movies. You lacking. Especially if you sitting up watching Housewives of Atlanta. or power or empire or some of this other extra ass shit that ain't gonna benefit us.
Right.
I concentrate on life and society in general. Period, point blank. Fam, we in overtime, fam. We in overtime right now. If we can't get it together and score, it's going to be a wrap. One way or another, maybe not picking cotton, but we going to be right back to picking cotton, man. I ain't going. It just cut my head off, fam. Beat me to death. Type shit. You know what I mean? Hey, I ain't going.
Yeah, that's how I feel when they talk about the chip. Like, oh, if you don't take the chip, you get your head cut off. Cut my head off. I don't care.
You already gave me my chip and my credit card and my bank card. I'm straight. You're not putting no chip in my neck. Nah, I'm straight. I want to move around and roam freely and everything else. Technology ain't that simple to me. It ain't that important to me. You know what I mean? You're not putting no chip in me. I'm straight. But they want to put chips in our babies. They babies too. But they babies ain't going to be focused and looked at the way our babies is. I'm straight on that, man. I'm straight on that. You know what I mean? Man, I'm good, man. End of the day, though, man, I'm straight on the chip, G. I refuse. Hey, I'll run about this motherfucker, man.
Yeah, he said technology technology stays under the radar. I believe that they're 50 years ahead of what we see as modern technology right now. So they 50 years ahead. Just think of all the advantages that they have over us. That's why you gotta kind of stay versed in a lot of things as much as possible. But I'll say this on that note. We've been on 138 minutes. I'm about to go get me some.
Going in,
Shut
man.
up.
Giving it to the people, man. Giving it to the people, Reed. But hey, man, check me out, man. Hey, hit me on the DM or hey, just holler at me. Whatever you choose, you want to do, my nigga.
All right.
And let me know what I need to do and not need to do, fam.
Yeah,
man, you got a whole decade in the game, fam. I'm following on your footsteps. You know what I mean? I'm following your shoulders. You know what I mean?
I look at it like this. Maybe it's not good to follow mine because you see how they got mine heavily discriminated against.
I ain't worried, fam. I ain't worried at all, man. Because I was telling my guy before a little bit ago. I know you want to cut off. I'm going to tell my guy a little bit ago, man. Hey, if I can sell goddamn some T-shirts, man, I'll merchandise my shit, man. Yeah. I don't get no fuck. I don't need no extra. I'm not gonna play by no rules. You already know. Hey, I'm 100. You not gonna tell me what I'm gonna talk about, and I'm gonna keep it going. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like I got a whole clothing line, man. You know what I mean? Like for real.
Yeah.
Like not at the club. I don't know if I was wearing my shit at the club. I might have been. But I got a whole clothing line, fam. Like that I need to invest in and monopolize and everything else, man. But fam, if I can get it up, man, everybody buy one of my goddamn T-shirts, I'll be straight, Jack. 100,000 subscribers, man. You can sell 2 Cool to Con T-shirts, man, and have enough money to get out the way. Even though you ain't gonna get out the way. You gonna keep talking what you talking, doing what you do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like real talk. You know what I mean? Like it's just something to kind of chime in. You know I'm about one. For real. Hey, $25 2 Cool to Con T-shirts, man. Hey, I'm getting one. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm supporting the movement, man. For real. We all we got. With the Pharaoh and man, you got graphics and everything, man. You can come out with a cold ass T-shirt, G. But you ain't got to. But you could.
Yeah. I mean, I done did some, but I ain't really pushed that.
Right, cause you're not on that. I'm just saying, hey, I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers too, and I'm a push it and I'm not gonna push it either. But hey, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, man.
Right.
You know, you ain't gotta monetize and suck and jive and coon and buffoon and troll and everything else to get your bag, nigga. Like I said, man, you can put it up right now, my nigga. Hey, $25.99. I'm grabbing one of your t-shirts. Motherfuckers told me my t-shirts was too much at $20.99, and I'm like, the fuck? Okay, that's fine. I'll take that. I'll release them at $19.99 if that's what y'all want. If I can get to that price point, because that's what we need. I mean, we gotta start feeding our own economy, man. We the only people that don't feed our own economy, and our economy is real niggas, some lame niggas, some square niggas, some PI niggas, some hustlers, some, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
and you already got it, so you could do it. And you got the graphic. All you got to find is that plug, print them out. Hey, ship them out, man. Ship them out. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna follow right after that. You know what I mean? But I ain't. YouTube ain't gonna give me no script. Hey, you saw my shit. You already know. YouTube ain't gonna give me no script, and I ain't going for no script. Period. Cause I ain't full doing it for no script.
Right.
I'm really not here for the bag. You know what I mean? If I get a bag, it's gonna be off my own shit. You know what I mean? I still goddamn Chandler Choice coffee cups. I don't give a fuck. I don't need nobody to, you know what I mean, tell me what to do to give me no bag. I don't. If my people can't feed me, then I'll starve. I'll starve and I'll die to death. Period. Just like that. You know what I mean? I feel that. If my people can't feed me, I'll starve and die to death. Period. If it ain't enough real 100, 200 cats in the world to rock with me that I can reach out to and touch them, and they can touch me back and spend whatever money they spend, tell me for sending out the message. Put my
Channel Choice. Click on his name in the live stream. Go to his channel. Hit that subscribe button. Hey, this is Reek and Channel of Choice signing out. We up out of here.
All right, one, my nigga. Be safe and be blessed.